Two from the outside. Some slight hold up here before they go in the Blue Diamond. Loving Cup narrowly beaten by Sparky Miss in the Adelaide Million. And still no movement here. I can't see the rider of Riva Diva at the moment. Now he's sitting up in the saddle. He looks to be okay. So still no sign of a start here for the big one of the day, the Blue Diamond. We've got 4 colts, 1 gelding, that's White Nab, and 5 fillies in the race. Loving Cup looks to be okay, standing up, or she's standing up well in 2. And the interest appears to be down to the inside. Now the clerk of the course looks to be leaving the track. That's the front of the track. And they'll soon be ready to go. Starters on his platform. There's the light. They're off. Great start too, and over on the outside, Sparky Miss was one of the first to jump out with Chinquilloa, and Apopka began very well, and so also towards the inside, Verdingly was well away, and Riva Diva second last on settling down. Coming down the side, about 850 metres left to go now, and King Marauding had raced up on the inside to take the lead from Verdingly. A length further back is Castle Pines on the outside of Loving Cup, and just in behind them, Yachty, a length and a half, Riva Diva. They were being followed by Apopka a bit further back as Sparky Miss, followed by White Nav, who's second last, and Chinquillo last of all. 650 metres out, and the leader King Marauding by a neck on Verdingly. A length and a half further back running on Castle Pines. Loving Cup on the inside of Yachty. Riva Diva is close behind them, followed by a Popka, a length and a half. Sparky Miss followed by White Nava, and Chinquillo is last of all. They're making the home turn. 400 metres left to go, and King Marauding will lead them into the straight, about to be tackled by Verdingly. But King Marauding has kicked away at the top of the straight. 2.5 lengths to Yachty, who's second. Loving Cup is third. They're followed by Riva Diva coming home well down the centre of the track past the 200. King Marauding, here comes Riva Diva with a great run down the outside, could be the danger. King Marauding tackled by Riva Diva, who hit the front, and Riva Diva for the IWF Blue Diamond. She races home to win brilliantly. Riva Diva first, a photo for the minor placings. Yachty in the centre, Verdingly the outside, and King Marauding. Close in behind them, Sparky Miss, Loving Cup, followed further back by a Popka. White Nav and Castle Pines is second last, and last of all to finish in the event. And well back there in the field would be Chinquillo. Stand by for placing now. Riva Diva has won it. Riva Diva has won, and she's won in great style. Riva Diva in the Blue Diamond. Now we've got close placings coming up for second and third. Let's see, Riva Diva with a big run has won it. Verdingly was a big flop in the race, and it's Riva Diva coming home, Willie, and it's in the blue cap. Chinquillo, I think I call that Verdingly. Chinquillo will be in the placings, but Riva Diva's a clear-cut winner. Now the battle for second and third is between King Marauding.
I guess not. Come on, let's go aboard. Watch your step. Major, we're shoving off. After you, Doctor.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Major!
Susie, Susie. Too much, too late.
To Rose Hill Live for race 5 on the program. It's the BDO Nelson Park Hill Carringbush Handicap for 2-year-old colts and geldings. And collectively, one of the trickiest sets of names I've encountered in a race for a long, long time. We have horses with names like Riddling, Whizzing, Tossing and Searing. So the undesirable scenario would be for those 4 horses to single out in a ding-dong struggle. Let's hope they don't. Now, Tradition is about the last one to move up into line, and the starter's coming over now to release the field. They're about set, and this should jump right on time. Starter Billy Dale over to the rostrum, has the button, and they face squarely. The BDO Nelson Park Hill Carringbush Handicap, lights flashing on top. Starting in the new chute. Gala Wood and Monarch's Time are drawn close to the inside with Thrasher. Jump at any second. A couple of the riders yelling out to the starter that they're not quite ready. A few newcomers, Tradition is one of them. Hang on, Bill, not yet, Bill. You can hear those jockeys' voices very clearly. Gates open. Off and running, pretty good start, and towards the middle, Air Seattle is about the first out. Riddling began well, and Monarch's Time is quickly driving along the rails to burn them off. Tradition is going hard and fast wide out, and he's going to lead them. Tradition, he showed a terrific turn of speed from an outside gate. Provocation poking through into second spot, followed by Centre Kima. Whizzing is a bit deep in the run to the first turn, and then Monarch's Time and Under a Spell, followed by Riddling. Air Seattle, after beginning well, is back a bit now. At the head of the others, Hall of Fame, followed by Rumba. In that bunch, Searing and a gap to Salcantay, followed by Thrasher, Gala Wood, and tailed right off is Tossing. To the turn now, 450 out, and Tradition is the leader from Provocation. 3 deep, Centre Kima, 4 deep is Whizzing. Monarch's Time on the fence behind those leaders, then Under a Spell. Further back is Air Seattle, followed by Salcantay and Hall of Fame. At the 300 mark, and Provocation shot clear. Provocation dashed away, full of running at the 200 mark. He's got them struggling. Monarch's Time getting up on the fence, followed by Under a Spell. Air Seattle and Hall of Fame are running home well. Provocation is running right off the track. He's ducked right out to the middle of the course, but he's far too good, and he wins well. 3 on the trot to Provocation. Air Seattle got second, third's pretty close. Monarch's Time or Hall of Fame wide out, followed by Salcantay, and then Whizzing, and further back then came a Tossing, who made up good ground, followed by Thrasher, Under a Spell, Gala Wood, Tradition, Searing, Rumba, Riddling, and Centre Kima last of all. What a set of names. What a strange set of names. Provocation's a good name, and he's a good horse. 3 starts, 3 wins, and he's well on the way to the Golden Slipper on the 11th of April. Number 1, Provocation, a son of a Golden Slipper winner, Marauding, and he'll pay $1.70 and $1.20, trained by Brian Mayfield Smith and ridden by Malcolm Fitzgerald. Now, second money will go to number 4, Air Seattle, a place dividend of $5.30. And 3 and 8 in a toss-up for third. Hall of Fame showing $2.90, or number 8, Monarch's Time, $12. But that was race 5, the 2-year-old Colts and Geldings event from Rose Hill, and you've just seen a pretty smart 2-year-old in action. We're about to go back to the wackiest ship in the army.
The Bart Cummings-trained Reva Diva turned in one of the best Blue Diamond performances ever to win today's 2-year-old classic. She remains unbeaten, but a late gear change tested the undoubted skills of jockey Greg Childs. The first today was won by Ark Regal at 10-1, the first runner for David Hayes, beating Atlantic Command and My Wandering Star. Race 2, Arlie Boy was 3's favourite.
Outside, Bahrain's fought back with Big Colony and Cool Credit, a line of 3 at the 200. Cool Credit pokes its nose in front. Lord Revenor and Arlie Boy are coming home. Cool Credit is the leader from Lord Revenor and Arlie Boy. Cool Credit under the whippers, holding them near the line, and Cool Credit got the money. Half a length to Arlie Boy, a half a head away third, Lord Revenor.
It's been more than 2 years since Cool Credit tasted success, but a clever Paddy Payne ride put him back in the winner's circle. Stylish Century was a late scratching. Connections failed to pay up for the 5-year-old. Naturalism was sent out odds-on in the third, but was forced to lead. Still, he found little when the challenge came.
Loranto's put his head in front of Naturalism at the 200. Then came Ready to Explode. Famous Nick from well back. It's Loranto drawing on. Naturalism finds nothing. Loranto racing away. And Loranto's 2 lengths in front. Famous Nick finishing well, but Loranto wins at a length and a half to Famous Nick. Photo third between Ready to Explode and Naturalism.
Loranto always seems to be underrated. Today he started 11-1. Famous Nick, another good run. Ready to Explode just edging Naturalism out of a place. Rockabye made it 3 in a row with an impressive sprint from the turn to down to Rear, who went a shade early. Razor Rhythm a disappointing third. Victoria's richest 2-year-old race was seen as a match between the state's best colt Vertingly and the unbeaten filly Reva Diva. They started equal favourites at 9-4. It was far from an easy ride for Greg Childs on the Bart Cummings-trained Reva Diva, as she wore an ill-fitting bit after breaking gear at the start, leaving Childs with little control.
Homeward bound they are now, and King Marauding slipped away from Verdingley. King Marauding led by a couple of lengths. Verdingley's gone. Yachty's got the second out after the leader. Then Loving Cup and Reva Diva's finishing well. King Marauding led at the 200 by 2 lengths to Yachty, and Reva Diva still coming home well. Reva Diva after King Marauding. King Marauding grabbed by Reva Diva. The filly bursts away, and Reva Diva wins it by more than 2 lengths. Photo the minus between Yachty and King Marauding close.
For Cummings, his second win in the race, adding to Lord Dudley's success in 1975. For Childs, victory at his second ride in the race, and he certainly earned his percentage.
On jumping out of the barrier, the bridle slipped around to up the side of her cheek, and I was steering with just the reins. So I had a lot of difficulty. We nearly fell probably about a furlong after the start, or furlong and a half. And she didn't negotiate the bend too well. I had little control, so there's a lot of merit in her win.
Next stop, the Golden Slipper, a double only achieved 4 times before. A cloud over Vertingley, who pulled up sore. Race 6 added value to the quaddie, Velda Grace and Giorgio, both considered suspect at 1400, running it out strongly. Next up, the Futurity, a race won by the greats of the turf down through the years. Wraparound ran favourite, but another mare, Mannerism, was back to her best.
200 out, Storaya in front of Dapper's Hope. Jack Pill squeezing up on the inside, then Planet Ruler. They race past the 100. Planet Ruler's got its nose in front of Storaya and Dapper's Hope. Mannerism's late. Planet Ruler in front. Mannerism the big challenger, and Mannerism swept to the front. Mannerism beat Planet Ruler. A photo third, I think, wraparound from Storaya.
Mannerism ran a shocker last start in the Orr Stakes, but she was right at her top today.
I had a few chiropractic things done with her and a few old remedies and that, and the mare came really good in herself in the last week, and particularly when I knew there was a little bit of sting out of the ground, though that's the ground she loves.
And she won't be heading for the Australian Cup, but the Doncaster with 52.5 kilos is the aim for Mannerism, who scored very well at 12-1. And the final event today was won by another Lee Friedman trained galloper, the former New Zealander Wag, who came from the tail of the field to beat Alias Combabash and Sub-Zero. Daily double today for the numbers 8 and 8, $48.20. The extra 7 and 6, $58 even. The quadrilla 6, 8, 7, 8, $2,950.90. There's the quad extra, not a bad dividend, just short of $24,000. And the straight 6 will jackpot to the Moonee Valley meeting on Tuesday with $89,000 in the pool. And finally, Better Loosen Up will clash with Let's Elope and Shiva's Revenge in Monday week's Australian Cup following an outstanding hit out in Adelaide today. The champion booked his trip to Melbourne when he easily defeated Zilzal in a gallop over 1,600 metres.
Today's hit-out has given the Hayes stable new heart, and racegoers could see the Better Loosen Up of old when he tackles champion mare Let's Elope and Shiva's Revenge in the Australian Cup. Earlier this month, in his first start since his crippling tendon injury, the David Hayes-trained gelding was no match for Shiva's Revenge in the Chester Manifold Stakes. And he stared possible retirement in the face a fortnight ago when he finished 5th, also behind Shiva's Revenge, in the Blamey Stakes. But it's all smiles at Lindsay Park tonight following today's sizzling gallop when the champ defeated Zilzal by 3/4 of a length. David Hayes watched the hit out on TV at Caulfield and couldn't be more delighted.
He really quickened up and hit out, and, you know, he looked like the horse we knew last spring. And keeping in mind that I've got a big opinion of the horse on the inside of him, and they ran 33.6 their last 3.
Bart Cummings was moved to say that horse has improved a great deal after he'd watched the gallop.
And Bart's a good judge. I hope he's right.
If Better Loosen Up can reproduce his best form on Monday week, his clash with Shiva's Revenge and Melbourne and Caulfield Cup winner Let's Elope could prove one of the races of the season.
That will be a great race. Let's hope he is back to his best soon.
Yes, Greg, going to the big fight tomorrow?
I will be there, absolutely. The
Great.
trot's tonight ahead of that, so it's a big sporting weekend.
Big weekend, yeah. Okay, see you tomorrow.
Case for divorce, really.
Right. Now to the weather, and pretty warm around Melbourne today. Our last
Racing now, and master trainer Bart Cummings today won his second Blue Diamond Stakes with brilliant filly Riva Diva. After starting poorly, Riva Diva stormed down the straight to make it 5 successive wins, and she'll now be set for the Golden Slipper.
400 metres left to go, and King Marauding will lead them into the straight, about to be tackled by Vertingley. But King Marauding has kicked away at the top of the straight, 2.5 lengths to Gotti, who's second. Loving Cup is third. They're followed by Riva Diva, coming home well down the centre of the track, past the 200. King Marauding, here comes Riva Diva with a great run down the outside, could be the danger. King Marauding tackled by Riva Diva, who hit the front, and Riva Diva for the IWF Blue Diamond. She races home to win brilliantly. Riva Diva first, a photo for the minor placings.
Close for the minor placings, Yotti was second at 25-1 ahead of Chinquillo, a 16-1 third. The second leg of the double was the Futurity Stakes.
Wrap around and Jack Pill behind them trying to get runs, and Planet Ruler putting it a run, but he's way off the track when they turn for home. In the straight, 300 metres to go. Storaya, Dapper's Hope, wrap around behind them. Planet Ruler down the outside with a late run, and they're followed further back by Citizen Mannerism. Planet Ruler's got his head in front of Storaya with 150 to go. Jack Pill getting up on the inside. Mannerism getting out late. Planet Ruler in front. Mannerism flying over the top of it, and Mannerism gets up to win.
A dashing performance by the Lee Friedman trained Mannerism, starting at 12-1 ahead of Planet Ruler at 20s, and race favourite Wraparound at 5-2. And now the doubles.
The daily double for a pair of 8s, $48.20. The extra double, 7 and 6, return $58 even. 6, 8, 7, 8, the numbers in the quadrella for $2,950.90. And 8, 12, 8 and 15 in the quad extra for a massive $23,895.10.
And Mitch, as neither of us got the quad extra, we'll both be back here again tomorrow.
Indeed.
A reminder tonight, they mate the Crows and the Bulldogs. Foster's Cup quarter-final down at Football Park.
Should be very Waverley.
Waverley Park.
That's right.
Yes, I'll get it right.
Thanks, Sandy. Should
Dogs
be a big
by
one.
10 points.
Beware the Bulldogs. And coming up next, the all-important forecast and some working artwork.
Well, as we saw earlier, all is in readiness for the Big Blue at Princes Park. In their final meeting before tomorrow's bout, both Azuma Nelson and Jeff Fennick weighed in under the limit. As far as bookmakers are concerned, Fennick is a 5-2 favourite to win his 4th divisional crown.
The long wait is finally over. The easygoing Azuma Nelson passed his medical test, while Jeff Fennick tipped the scales at 58.5 kilograms, slightly under the limit. Nelson, too, was under.
Exactly the same, I believe we can call that.
Fennick assured the medical staff there were no problems with his hands. Both fighters will each have 2 mouth guards, hopefully preventing another Las Vegas fiasco. Although Fennick has shown definite signs of nerves in the lead-up to this fight, he is, in his own words, ready.
I feel fine. I've never felt better for a fight. I've never felt fitter. My breathing's great. I feel good.
A laughing Nelson, like his entourage, was relaxed and happy.
The best. Zuzu! You got it. Watch out. Watch out. Don't fall like a Fennick.
It's now up to Fennick and Nelson and 40,000 fans at Princes Park.
New Zealand has stormed to the top of the World Cup table with a crushing win over South Africa at Eden Park in Auckland today. Chasing a moderate South African total of 190, the Kiwi openers slammed 114 runs off just 108 balls to set up the home side's victory in less than 35 overs. New Zealand heads the World Cup table with 3 wins from 3 matches. Warren Sim reports.
After demoralising Australia, South Africa came to New Zealand with similar plans, but their welcome to Eden Park brought them back to reality. 1 for 8, and then the wicket of skipper Kepler Wessels.
No, he's gone. Wessels is caught behind, playing it a wide delivery.
As the top order collapse continued, the Kiwis' confidence soared.
Sure, he's gone, is he? Sure, yes. That's the 3rd wicket down. New Zealand on top here at Eden Park.
Peter Kirsten provided the only resistance, making a superb 90.
The leg stump and an extra pace. Peter Kirsten brings up a fine 50.
But nothing was going right for the South Africans. Caper run out on a no ball.
Oh, surely, yes. No ball called, and the Indian umpires running in, pointing. And, oh, there's going to be a run out. There's going to be a, yes, he's out now, run out. Now the Indian umpire's out of position. Now he's giving him out.
New Zealand was chasing just 191 for victory. Mark Greatbatch was trying to get it in just 1 over.
It's gone for 6. What a beauty!
Greatbatch worked the crowd into a frenzy, clatting 68 off just 60 balls.
A long, long way over mid-wicket. This is bouncing on top of the stand, it must be.
Kirsten finally claimed the breakthrough, but it was all too late.
He's done the job. Peter Kirsten has got through Greatbatch.
Latham and Smith then continued the onslaught.
That's 4 more. That's 12 off 3. Ian Smith comes in and strikes 3 boundaries off the meat of the bat.
The winning runs coming with more than 15 overs remaining.
There it is. New Zealand win by 7 wickets.
Warren Sim, 7 Nightly News.
And Victoria has enjoyed a run feast on the opening day of its vital Sheffield Shield match against Queensland, being played at the MCG. After being sent in by Queensland captain Carl Rackerman, both openers made centuries. Paul Nobes getting his first for Victoria, and Test newcomer Wayne Phillips adding another one, as the Vicks reached 5 for 299. Drew Morford reports.
A berth in the Shield final was clearly open to both Victoria and Queensland, and according to Victorian opener Wayne Phillips, attacking was the only way of getting there. With the score on 58, Paul Nobes was lucky with a fumble in the outfield. Nobes then went on to bring up his 50. And Phillips followed suit, a 118-run partnership at lunch. The Queenslanders varied their bowling attack, looking for a wicket, but all they could see was an in-form Nobes, this boundary bringing up his century. 20 minutes before tea, the patient Queenslanders were finally rewarded Michael Polson combined with skipper Carl Rackerman to remove Nobes for 103. Victoria won for 194. Phillips and Ayres were able to add only 13 more to the score before tea. And after the interval, Phillips passed his milestone. Drew Morfitt, 7 Nightly News.
Craig Parry will take the lead into the final round of the New South Wales Open after narrowly fighting off a late charge from defending champion Ken Trimble today. Parry fired a 69 to be 6 under, but Trimble conquered the back 9 to be just 1 shot behind him. Overnight leader Terry Price crashed, but he and Victorian Paul Maloney are the only others to remain below par. John Brady reports.
Price carried a 1-shot lead into the 3rd round, but luck wasn't with him from the start. Parry, by contrast, seemed finally at terms with the Ryde Parramatta Greens, grabbing a share of the lead on 3, while defending champion Ken Trimble was the only one able to pressure the 2 ahead. Parry responded by setting up a birdie with this approach to 5, which would give him the outright lead. The Australian Masters champion was rock solid and looking even stronger as Price bogeyed 8, 9 and 10. But Trimble then launched his attack, birdieing 10, 14 and 15 to finish 5 under. In Karachi, Australia has had to content itself with the silver medal in the Champions Hockey Tournament final against Germany. Scores remained 0-0 until 7 minutes from half-time, when German striker Andreas Becker began a remarkable assault. 1 goal was bad enough, but the Australians were flawed as he sent home 2 more before the break. The Kookaburras regrouped for the second half, but couldn't manage a goal. Amazingly, Becker still could, making it 4-0 in the final minute. John Brady for 7 Nightly News.
To racing now, and master trainer Bart Cummings today won his 2nd Blue Diamond Stakes with brilliant filly Riva Diva. After starting poorly, Riva Diva stormed down the straight to make it 5 successive wins, and she'll now be set for the Golden Slipper.
400 metres left to go, and King Marauding will lead them into the straight, about to be tackled by Verdingley. But King Marauding has kicked away at the top of the straight, 2.5 lengths to Yachty, who's 2nd. Loving Cup is 3rd. They're followed by Riva Diva, coming home well down the centre of the track, past the 200. King Marauding, here comes Riva Diva with a great run down the outside, could be the danger. King Marauding tackled by Riva Diva, who hit the front end. Riva Diva for the IWF Blue Diamond. She races home to win brilliantly. Riva Diva first, a photo for the minor placings.
Close for the minor placings, Yachty was 2nd at 25 to 1 ahead of Chinquillo, a 16 to 1 third. The second leg of the double was the Futurity Stakes.
Wrap around and Jack Pill behind them trying to get runs, and Planet Ruler putting it a run, but he's way off the track when they turn for home. In the straight, 300 metres to go, Storaya, Dapper's Hope, wrap around behind them. Planet Ruler down the outside with a late run, and they're followed further back by Citizen Mannerism. Planet Ruler's got his head in front of Storaya with 150 to go. Jack Pill getting up on the inside, Mannerism getting out late. Planet Ruler in front, Mannerism flying over the top of it, and Mannerism gets up to win.
A dashing performance by the Lee Friedman trained Mannerism, starting at 12 to 1 ahead of Planet Ruler at 20s, and race favourite Wraparound at 5 to 2. And now the doubles. The daily double for a pair of 8s, 48.20. The extra double, 7 and 6, return $58 even. 6, 8, 7, 8, the numbers in the quadrella for $2,950.90, and 8, 12, 8 and 15 in the quad extra for a massive $23,895.10.
And Mitch, as neither of us got the quad extra, we'll both be back here again tomorrow.
Indeed.
A reminder tonight, they made the Crows and the Bulldogs. Foster's Cup quarter-final down at Football Park.
Should be very Waverley.
Waverley Park.
That's
yes,
right.
I'll get it right.
Thanks, Sandy. Should
Dogs
be a big
by
one.
10 points.
Beware the Bulldogs. And coming up next, the all-important forecast and some working artwork.
Coronation Hill, Kakadu, to mine or protect the richest uranium deposit on Earth. A land of the apocalypse, tonight, 6:30 on 7.
Presenting the Wheels Magazine Car of the Year, the new Nissan Pulsar, with 25% more power than Laser, 10% better economy than Corolla, and technology you won't see in Honda Civic, like remote control alarm and optional ABS brakes, making the zippy new Pulsar Australia's best small car.
It's a Nissan, that's my car.
In tomorrow's Sunday Herald Sun, free a packet of tangy barbecue twisties from 7-Eleven and the chance to win an autographed bat and tickets to the Benson & Hedges World Cup final. The Sunday Herald Sun final offer tomorrow.
When you're really starving,
grab some ice cold milk, a slurp of syrup, a dollop of ice cream, whiz it up, and you've got a genuine Aussie milkshake. Pure, fresh milk.
Success doesn't happen by accident. Football is a very unpredictable game. Honesty, hard work, and discipline. My prime objective in 1992 is to restore the pride of the Richmond Football Club. The heart and soul of any football club are the people involved. It's time to join the Tigers. By the way, if you drink, then drive. You're a bloody idiot.
Journey through the richer side of Italian cooking with Dolmio's rich and hearty bolognese sauces, full of hearty goodness, Parmesan cheese, bacon, red wine, blended with eggplant, tomatoes or olives. For a bigger taste experience. Dolmio, rich and hearty sauces. So you'll wear the Dolmio grin.
Our very lacklustre summer officially ends today. Let's hope autumn can come up with the goods. A sticky top of 30.3 around 2 o'clock today, rising from the low of 18.4, and it's currently 28. We've a northeast wind of 10 knots and dry air at 17% humidity. Melbourne on a par temperature-wise with Perth and Townsville today, but ominously rain in Adelaide. The cloud around Victoria is being produced by an upper-level trough that's travelled from central Australia. Combined with the low pressure centred north of Adelaide and high pressure in the Tasman Sea, it means another sticky day tomorrow. Around the state, we're expecting a mild to warm and humid day with rain areas in the west extending eastwards. A northeast to northerly wind of 10 to 15 knots on the bays, reaching 20 knots at times, producing waves of 1 metre. And for Melbourne, cloudy, humid, rain developing, not for the Fennick-Nelson fight, hopefully. 29 the top and also warm overnight with a low of 19. And then Monday, a cooler change with showers. Tuesday, a few showers clearing, then fine on Wednesday and up into the high 20s. Before we go, Sydney played host to an art festival with a difference today. Dozens of tattoo-clad bodies faced the judges for what's been hailed as one of the world's biggest exhibitions. The men were the first to grace the catwalk, proud of their body cover. However, the girls appeared to be a little camera shy when it came to exposing their artwork. And finally this evening, a reminder that daylight saving officially ends in Victoria tonight, a month earlier than last year. We wind our clocks back 1 hour tonight, although South Australia and Tasmania will remain on daylight saving. Just repeating, clocks back 1 hour tonight. And that's the way it is this Saturday, the 29th of February. Thanks for your company.
Tonight, the United Nations approves its biggest